Hey everyone, welcome back. Today, we're diving into a hot topic, the Supreme Court's impending decision on whether a former president can be granted immunity from criminal prosecution. Yep, I'm talking about Donald Trump, and the case that could potentially change the game. Could this be the decision we've all been waiting for? Let's dive in and see what's at stake and what we can expect come Monday morning. So, the Supreme Court of the United States is wrapping up its term, and they're saving one of the biggest and potentially most impactful decisions for last. This decision revolves around whether a former president, specifically Donald Trump, can be granted immunity from criminal prosecution. It's a case that's been on everyone's radar, and we could see a verdict as soon as Monday. To help us understand the gravity of this situation, we have insights from Tom Dupree, a former Deputy Assistant Attorney General. Tom predicts that the Supreme Court will indeed recognize some form of presidential immunity. However, he doesn't think they'll go 100% in Trump's favor. Instead, the court might reverse the lower court's decision and recognize some meaningful but not absolute immunity. This means there could be some significant adjustments and not a black and white decision. What does this mean for Trump and his legal battles? Even a partial immunity could delay or potentially cancel some of the cases against him. In the D.C. case alone, the district judge would have to spend time parsing through the allegations and figuring out which ones fall under the Supreme Court's recognized immunity. This process isn't something that happens overnight. Considering the time it would take for all parties to prepare for trial, it's unlikely this case will be tried before the upcoming election. Now here's an interesting twist. Even if the Supreme Court's decision isn't entirely in Trump's favor, any delay caused by this decision could be seen as a victory for his defense team. Delaying the trials means pushing them closer to or even past the election, which could work strategically in Trump's favor. Remember, the Supreme Court fast-tracked this case with expedited briefings and arguments, which is pretty swift by their standards. Chief Justice John Roberts has a tough job ahead. He's likely trying to craft a decision that isn't just narrowly divided along conservative and liberal lines. He's aiming for a broader consensus, something that even the liberal justices can agree on to some extent. The goal is to create a balanced rule that everyone recognizes makes sense, considering the political implications. No one wants a scenario where a future president could retaliate against a former president, creating a cycle of endless prosecutions. So, come Monday, we could be looking at a landmark decision that shapes the future of presidential immunity and criminal prosecution. Whether it's a win, a delay, or somewhere in between, this decision will undoubtedly have far-reaching consequences. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and click the bell icon so you don't miss our next update on this and other major legal and political developments. See you next time.